Hey, what's up, guys? It is Celeb back again for another video. This time around, we're here to talk about Doom the Dark Ages, okay? I had the amazing ability of having some hands-off early preview sessions with this game, and it was amazing. So, of course, big shout out to Xbox, Bethesda, and id Software for giving us the opportunity of checking out Doom and all the other Xbox games at last year's Summer Games Fest, but also shout outs to them for giving us the opportunity of sitting down and checking out what you guys are going to see this afternoon at the press conference. And it is, or at the Xbox Direct. It's fantastic. I can't wait for you guys to see what is going to be probably one of the best Doom games in some years. I know I always say that about Doom, and I know I'm really kind of one-sided about Doom. Like, it's great. I don't care what anybody else says, but this was really fantastic. So, Doom the Dark Ages is a prequel set before Doom 2016. So we can state that right out the bat. This is a prequel. We all know it's a prequel. We also know that this is around the time of the Testaments. So the Testaments are things that you hear in the previous games, and we hear about how, in the first age, in the first battle, before the shadows first lengthened, there was one man that stood amongst the demons. That was the Doomslayer, and this is the moment that happens. This is where we see the Doomslayer kind of grow his legend and become the unstoppable force that he becomes in Doom Eternal. So this game will feature a more tank-like gameplay style that is a standard fight gameplay system. So this gameplay system is something that has apparently been around since 2016. So Doom 16 was kind of the introductory. It wasn't over fast-paced, and it wasn't, a crazy amount of lore. It was more of an introduction of this is what Doom's all about, gore, killing demons, and whatever. Doom Eternal came in, and they're like, hey, man, this dude's an unstoppable slayer. He needs to have the power of a god. So that's what we got in Doom Eternal. We got this fast-paced, parkour, jump back and forth, craziness that we got in Doom Eternal. This game is not Doom Eternal. This game is not, hey, if you stand in this area, you're going to end up dying because they're going to just overload you. No, this is stand and fight, because this is where he got his legend and his story, his origin story of being just this badass dude that could take as much punishment as he wants. Or, as they say in the Testaments, perpetual torment. So, anyways, with that, this is a standard fight gameplay system, so there's a lot of things that have changed. Of course, there's more powerful weapons. These weapons are meant to shred your enemies, not just cut them up. So we're going to see these enemies just fall apart in front of us like we've never seen them before. New player-controlled glory kill system, which that player-controlled glory kill system is actually a really great addition, because when you did the glory kills previously in the last two games, it takes you out, takes your control away from you, and it literally makes you watch a pre-rendered cutscene of a glory kill or an in-game cutscene of a glory kill, and then it pops back into the game. This time, depending on where you hit the demons or your enemies, or what you hit them with, you will see different types of glory kills play out because of the choice you made, which is so awesome. Another really big thing about this game is that the exploration is larger than ever. We're going to see maps that are very large. Now, this is closer to a sandbox-style game. It is not an open-world game, but it is its own version of just large-scale gaming. So with this exploration, we're going to be able to see all kinds of stuff. We're going to find all kinds of secrets, like, toys, and find information about the Doomslayer, and maybe some different types of testaments or something. They're also going to have the ability of gaining new powers, finding dungeons, and having boss battles. So this is like an open world action adventure almost. Something else that they talked about as well as the skill tree is a lot more simplified this time around. So as you're getting these new powers, it's not going to be 7,000 different things that you have to unlock and different ways that you have to do this or whatever with this type of currency, and you can only unlock this with this type of currency. It's not like that anymore. It's way more simplified. There's a couple of types of currencies that you will use while in the game and while leveling up your character. And I really feel like it's going to make the game feel a lot more streamlined and not so kind of, man, there's a lot to take in with this game. Something else that is really crazy about this game is the fact that you get to pilot a fucking mech, okay? The mech that we saw in the last game, you get to play as that mech. You get to have a full level of you facing off against these giant-ass demons. And I'm guessing there's a possibility from what we saw, these demons that you're facing off against might be the demons that we ended up finding the bodies of in Doom Eternal. How crazy would that be? We didn't even know at the time of seeing this that, hey, I killed that guy. But we kind of had that you know what I'm saying? Because of the moment when when the Doomslayer got the blade itself. So when he got that blade out of the demon from Doom Eternal, when he pulled that blade from his body, I'm thinking, oh, well, you know, it's just a blade or whatever. I'm not thinking putting two and two together. But after seeing what I saw yesterday, I'm wondering if these are the demons that we ended up getting the blade from in the first place, and that we saw just completely obliterated in hell, in the demonic world. So I don't know. I'm very excited, as you can tell. Something else outside of playing as a mech, you get to fly a fucking dragon. I mean, come on, bro. Like, this is some rocker, 1980 rockers like story that he wrote back in the days. You know, I went to hell and I fought demons. I've gotten a giant robot and then I flew a dragon. This is what we've been waiting for, guys. Okay? So get some shrooms. No, I'm kidding. So, no, the exploration is going to be really cool. The dungeons are going to be something that are going to be a challenge, I think. We saw a little clip of the dungeons, as well as the fact that the game is going to have a new combat loop as well. So it's going to be a different feel of combat, but it's going to be editable. Let's say that. You can edit the style of combat. When I say that, you can edit the combat difficulty. So you can actually slow the game down. You can change all types of different things, not only for making clips in the game, but also there could be some people that want to play the game in certain different styles. They give you the accessibility of doing that. So, as I said, this game is a more tank-like gameplay style. It's a stand and fight. Everything we saw yesterday was very exciting. The only question I really asked Hugo and Marty was, what is one feature that you are very excited for people to see? And both of their answers were pretty much similar, of stating, listen, we're excited for people to see everything in this game because we've worked so hard at making this such a unique experience, but something that is still heavily connected to everything. You know what I'm saying? So, as it says here, as the ultimate super weapon of gods and kings, shred enemies with devastating favorites like the super shotgun, while also wielding a variety of new bone-chewing weaponry, including the versatile saw shield, or shield saw. Let's say that. So, we saw a good chunk of that gameplay yesterday with them using the shield saw, and it looks super OP. It looks like something that you are going to be using a good chunk of the game, and I'm totally down for. I'm very excited to see what is going to be visually kind of standing out with this weapon and how it will change the gameplay style compared to previous games in the series. Players will tear across the demon-infested battlefields in the vicious, grounded combat of the original Doom. So something else too is they actually mentioned during our interview session that this is going to feel more like the original Dooms whenever it comes down to gameplay style. So does that mean that we're going to have the old school sway back? Are we going to have the sway, fast-paced kind of side-to-side style gameplay that we saw before? I'm going to tell you guys what I'm going to do. I'm going to get my shield saw. I'm going to get my super shotgun, and I'm going to blow some fucking demons' heads off because I cannot wait until this game comes out. There is the Mecha Dragon. There is the Atlanta, which is the mech to beat the Titanic, or beat Titan demons. I said Titanic. Fuck the Titanic, okay? It was an inside job in the first place. But anyways, I'm just very excited for this. And the gameplay that we got to see yesterday, it was so fantastic because you could tell just from the moments that they showed us of the environments and the world, and even the moments of the Doomslayer walking up to fight demons. It was a story that was just unveiling in front of your eyes. It was crazy to me, guys. Of course, at the end of the event, we were able to find out some amazing news that the game is releasing May 15th of this year, baby. That's right. We have only got 4 months, less than 4 months, until Doom, the Dark Ages is in our hands. And I can't wait to see more of this game. I can't wait to get this game in my hands. Thank you so much, Bethesda and Xbox, for giving us this opportunity to see this gameplay and stuff before the developer direct or the Xbox direct, whatever. I'm excited, man. I cannot wait. I cannot wait to see more of this game. And, of course, I can't wait to see more from this studio. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.